Good morning. Okay, for me, it's evening and I'm making dinner. But I had an amazing idea for dinner tonight. Corn dogs, homemade corn dogs. I need 8 beef hot dogs. I need cornstarch, cornmeal, flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, red pepper, whole milk, vegetable oil. I do not have any honey and I didn't buy any, so I'm going to skip that. A large egg and some vegetable oil, which I have. And I just bought the cornmeal mix. So I think this is going to be excellent. I've already washed the table. I've gotten a bunch of dishes out. The deep fryer's clean and plugged in. Everything's ready to go. I just need to get my ingredients into the containers and get it done. So I'm going to start with the wet and dry ingredients. The first thing I need is, we'll start with the wet. I need, you know what? Here's my hot dogs. I've already got those out of the package. I should put this on the scale. I'm going to put my dry ingredients in this. I should put this on the scale. All right. What a mess. I guess I'm not quite done cleaning. In order to put you on the table, I need to clean up some stuff left over from breakfast that I thought I already did. Okay, that's ready. So I'm going to stick... You're going to come up here with this so that we can do the wet ingredients. I think I'll start with the egg. It's going to take 1 egg, which I have. So I am super thrilled about that. So I need 1 egg, 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. All right. Let me find my other vegetable oil. I've got a vegetable oil and a canola oil, and I thought this vegetable oil was open. It's not. Okay, 2 tablespoons of oil is like 30 grams. So I'll put 30 grams of oil in here. Ooh, 29. 34. Well, hey, is what it is. Okay, 34 in vegetable oil, 34 grams. I need 1 egg, and I just got eggs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cannot thank you enough. You know who you are. Thank you. I got 1 little egg. These are not grade A eggs. I don't care what they're talking about. These eggs are weird. They got weirdness to them. I don't know if you can see it on camera. But, yeah, they're not grade A. All right. So I am going to crack this egg. The plastic down here is harder than the one in the bowl, so there we go. 1 jumbo egg. I can't believe I got jumbo eggs. The jumbo eggs were the cheapest eggs of all. So we got 1 big chicken egg. And some oil. I thought there was some milk or something that needed to go in here. 1 cup of milk. So I've got some milk. So this is 8 ounces of milk is what I need. We'll hope this is 8 ounces that's left in here. Well, maybe not. Oh, if it is, 8.9. Well, there was 10 ounces in there. Yeah. All right, 10. Let's see. Don't have any honey. Is there a fork? Yes, I've got a fork. Okay. So we want to whisk this together. If I can get it whisked. And I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. And now what I want to do is get the dry ingredients in a container. So that would be this. I'm going to go ahead and use this container. because I need a cup of cornmeal, I need a cup of flour. So let's see how much this is. I just bought this. This is good until April 20th. And you might be thinking, wouldn't, just buying some corn dogs have been cheaper? Yeah, I think so. The eggs were $7. This cornmeal was $5. The milk is $3. The hot dogs were $2. Yeah, all in all, it probably would have been cheaper to buy a package from the frozen food department. But at the same time, the ingredients that I've got will do more than make corn dogs. So, let's open this cornmeal. And I'll probably switch the bag that this is in. But let's see, it is 3 tablespoons is 25 grams. Shoot. 3 tablespoons is 25 grams. All right, I have to go do some conversions. All right, so it's basically about the same as the flour. 133 grams of this is a cup, so that's fine. Need to make it, put it back on grams. Okay, so I need 133 grams. 133 grams of that, and I need 120 grams flour. So it's slightly more cornmeal to a cup than flour. This one is 120-ish. And what else is there? There was other stuff. Cup of cornmeal, got that. Cup of flour, got that. Ooh, granulated sugar. 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. And I can put in a little bit more because I don't have any honey, so I can probably put in about 60 grams of sugar. We'll do 33. Because this recipe calls for honey, but I didn't buy any. 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. That would be this. That'd be about 10 grams of salt. It's probably about 8. There we go. Salt, crushed red pepper. Now this is interesting because crushed red pepper is basically cayenne. Or at least that's what I'm going to put in it, is cayenne pepper. Baking powder. I need some baking powder. I need to wash my hands. See, I can make cornmeal pancakes out of that cornmeal. I can make cornbread. 2 teaspoons baking powder. Wow. So that's about 10 grams of this stuff. I'm not playing around. There we go. Is there any baking soda in it, or was it just salt? Baking powder, salt. Nope, that was it. Alright, so then you add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. And I'm going to leave just a little bit in the... I need all the egg though. Alright, so let's see what this is doing. You want to mix it up. And if I don't like the consistency, I'll add more cornmeal. Because I added just a little bit too much milk. Oh, this actually looks real good. You know what? I kind of like that. It actually looks real good. Okay, let's come down here. Alright, this actually looks really, really good. I think it's going to do fabulous. So, yeah, that's nice. Okay. Put these eggs in. What am I looking for? Oh, this cornstarch. Alright, so the recipe calls for cornstarch because you have to dry off the hot dogs before you put them in the wet batter. You can also, I think tempura also uses basically cornstarch. So I've got this little bit in here. So I'll just dump the rest of it on these dogs. And I'm going to go ahead and start the oil in the pan. What did I do with my oil? Right there. And I want to not throw this away. I keep throwing my oil containers away, and I know I need them to put the leftover oil in. Okay, I need a little more oil. That's why I got an extra oil today. This is canola oil. So I've got a combination of oils. Canola, which is from soybeans, and vegetable oil, which is from everything. Which is from unknown vegetables. Let's see where my line is. I need to get a light and check, but I think I'm right. Okay, yeah, I think it's right. I have these little lights like this all over the house. The cornstarch is going to dry off the hot dogs and make the batter stick better. That would have been a tongue twister had I not slowed it down. Alright, so we want to make sure all the corn dogs are coated in, or all the hot dogs are coated in cornstarch. And if I need more cornstarch, I got plenty. I just bought some cornstarch the other week. You want to make sure your dogs are covered in cornstarch. I have some sticks too, but they're long. So I'm not sure I want to do the sticks right away. I might need a little bit more cornstarch. I don't know. Need just a little bit more cornstarch. I just filled my Argo cornstarch container the other day. Just add just a little more. Oh, well, or a lot more. Well, they've got plenty of cornstarch on them now. Well, the corn dogs are dry. Oh, yeah. Alright. So I'm waiting on my oil to heat up. As soon as that's hot, I'll start battering my dogs. It says you need to leave the mixture to sit for 5 minutes anyway, so it will. It probably already has. So let's take a look at these dogs. You can't hardly see them with the camera. There they are, all covered in cornstarch. Alright, I got a bowl at the end of the table for the done dogs. I'm gonna make some French fries to go with this too. Homemade French fries. I tell you, I always eat good right after the food pantry gets here and right after I go to the store. Isn't that always the way it is? I made beanie weenies, I think it was last night, and I really just didn't like them at all. They were kind of gross. Oh, this looks good. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm going to start putting the corn dogs in. Let's see if I can get them coated. Oh wow, this might be pretty cool, guys. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, let me put this in there. I should have got the basket. I'm going to bring the basket over here. Okay. Well, I think it's hot. The basket is, I can feel the heat coming off the basket, so I think the oil's hot. Alright, let me do this. Get this in here. I want to do 2 of these. Oh, or maybe, yep, 2 of them will fit in there. Alright. See what I got going on. I got 2 packs of hot dogs. These field hot dogs really aren't that expensive. They were, it was $2, $1.79. Less than $2. Alright. Let's see what we got. Some stuff dripped on the table. Boy, that's really doing something. Alright, let's see if it's any good. Let's see what we got. Well, maybe. I think I'm going to have to do one hot dog at a time. What does the underside look like? Yeah, well, might have to do it a little differently. Alright, so these first two hot dogs didn't quite do what I thought they would do. They're a little nuts. So I gotta pry these off the bottom of the basket. And I gotta have to do this a different way. They'll probably still taste great, but it wasn't my intention to have them go through the basket. So that kind of sucked. Well, that's not even done. Shoot, those aren't even done. I wonder if I could rebatter them and try again. Well, I guess I'll clean the basket. Alright, that first two, they didn't work out. So let me try again. I didn't have any problems with the onion rings when I did them, but let's see, I guess I will. Oh, it's still not clean. Alright, I think it's now clean. The onion rings did alright, but I don't know about these corn dogs. Maybe it's because I had the basket in the deep fryer when I did it. Maybe that's the reason. All right, I'm going to put the basket in the deep fryer. And then I am going to put the hot dog in here. And then I will take the whole thing over and put it in the grease and see what happens. All right, let me try that. Because these two didn't do it. All right, wash the bowl out. Okay, this hot dog is much better. All right, so that took a minute. Okay, so don't put your hot dogs in the basket and then stick your basket in the grease. You'll have to dump your hot dogs into the grease with the basket already down. Wow. This one's looking good. I got lots of these. I could make a whole other batch of these if I like them. I made a mess around my trash can. I'll be cleaning that up later. Okay, I did it. Oh my God, you have to see. So, yeah, it matters how you put them in the deep fryer. I dropped that one in by itself with the basket down, and it is much better. That is much better. And no, I don't have any sticks in it. My sticks are long. I want to do my sticks later. Okay, that is much better. That's a corn dog. See if I can get it out of the basket and into the bowl. There we go. I figured it out. Okay. Woo! I was afraid I was going to ruin like a bunch of hot dogs doing this. Instead of, having dinner. The idea was dinner, folks. All right, so I'm going to do this. Well, I have to do one hot dog at a time, but all right, this is pretty cool. I knew this deep fryer would come in handy. I don't use it as much as I use my bread machine, but it's pretty handy. This one's looking real good too. Check that out. Yep, I think I have figured it out. The goal with these, I'll eat a couple of these tonight, and then I will put them in the freezer, and I'll be able to cook them in the toaster oven. Just like if I had bought them at the store frozen. So this is meant to be a quick meal for later. All right, get that one in there. Kind of need a bigger deep fryer. This next corn dog might be my best one. This one looks real good. Check that out. I switched from a knife to a fork. The knife wasn't really letting me get my corn dogs out real nice. Actually, can't believe this is possible. It's amazing. Can you believe, with all my cooking experience, that I have never made corn dogs before? This is my first attempt at making corn dogs. So actually, I'm not surprised that the first two didn't turn out at all, but you know, if you think about it long enough, you'll figure it out. All right, so I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna dump the rest of these in here. There's only 4 of them left. I'm not gonna put them all in the deep fryer, but I'm gonna put them all in the batter. Don't think there's gonna be much batter left when I get done. The trick is getting the batter all on the hot dog, and then the batter actually staying on all sides of the hot dog. I've got one where I didn't do a very good job of that. So I'm letting them soak in that batter the last 3. I gotta wash this plate. All right, my plate is clean, but I need to wash some potatoes so I can make the French fries, and the sink is being just awful. Every time I turn on the garbage disposal, it will not suck the stuff down. So that's kind of irritating. This one's a little overdone maybe. Let's see here. Trying not to, 1, drop the hot dog, and 2, burn myself. I've got these corn dogs on the highest setting too. It only goes up to 375, which I guess is pretty common for at-home deep fryers. I want corn dogs and French fries tonight. I can't believe this worked. All right, let's make some French fries. Let's see here. I think I'll peel these. There's a lot of slices in this one particularly. And this one's a little green, actually. The potato that looked good was bad, and the one that looked bad was good. That's a first. All right, well, I gotta get this hot dog out of here. So there's this hot dog. It's done. You can always tell when it's hand battered or hand dipped because it's not perfect. Let's see. There are 2 more hot dogs in here. No? There's just 1 or 2. Oh, there's 2. All right, now there's 1 more hot dog. All right, I gotta wash all this. I think this the second to last corn dog is about done. Needs a couple more minutes. I needed to turn it over. You know, I don't think I would have had a spot for 10 corn dogs. So, not sure I've got a spot for 8, to be honest. Kind of running out of spots. That needs to sit there for a minute. I'm out of spots. Okay, now I'm going to slice these fries. Slice the other potato, and then I'll have another spot for some corn dogs. All right, that's good. Now I need to wash this bowl so I have a place to put my corn dogs. Okay, I got a spot to put my last 2 corn dogs. I'm running out of space. Alright, so I'm going to have to put this corn dog, this one's going to have to go in here. And then I got 1 more corn dog and the French fries to do. So I'm doing the last corn dog right now. Now the good news is I did not run out of corn dog mix. There's actually still some in here, but I don't need any more of it. So I just need to cook that corn dog and clean up. So let's do this. I don't need the tablet anymore, but move all this stuff and get this cleaned. This is my everything table, so it can't stay dirty. I do laundry on this table. I prepare food on this table. I put some Awesome on this paper towel. I didn't want to spray the Awesome directly onto the table. I didn't feel like that was going to be a brilliant thing to do. Alright, this is clean. At least so much as, you know, this part of it is clean. Yeah, check out that pile of corn dogs. And my one little corn dog. I gotta turn this over. This last corn dog's looking good too. I'm gonna deal with this trash real quick. I'm running out of daylight is what it is. So I kind of gotta multitask a little bit. I don't like dealing with trash and food in the same time period, but I guess that's what gloves are for. I didn't realize this trash can was so full, or I would have done it earlier. There's still crunchies on the floor. Yes, there is a level of filth that I will not tolerate. And that was it. Wash my hands real quick and pull that hot dog out of the grease. Alright, this hot dog is done. This one got a little extra crispy on the bottom. That's okay. Alrighty, I'm going to dump these fries in here and then wash the plate. Well, I don't know that it was a quick dinner, at least not tonight. But it will be quick from here on out. Because I'll put these corn dogs in the freezer and then I will heat them up in the toaster oven. Alright, so that made plenty of batter for 10 hot dogs. And a little more. They're not quite done. I'll show them to you. These are the French fries. This is the last thing I'm cooking. Alright, everything is done. So my French fries look excellent. And I've got 2 corn dogs. I'll just eat the last ones I did. The others are going to go in the freezer. So let's see how this tastes. I need to put a little salt on the fries. Absolute from scratch corn dogs and French fries. I don't think it gets much better than this, folks. So let's see. A little French fry. That is great. There's really nothing like homemade French fries. All right. Well, this one's got a lot of dough on it. The dough's good. Yeah, that's good. That's excellent. All right, I really like that. All right, this food is excellent. So there it is, folks. Homemade French fries and corn dogs. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.